I'm gonna start with the Moan of the month for January, which happens to be this extremist stuff. Now, I've seen so much about this, it's unbelievable. But I've also seen one of the biggest unities ever. Paris, it was amazing. When this happens in London, I will be joining. It is just amazing that so many religions and so many people can just come together. But I do have to point out that there's so many people that have misunderstood this whole thing and have just cursed all Muslims and branded them. You can't do that. It is not all Muslims. It is just a handful. If you actually research it and proper look up on YouTube and stuff, there's actual Pakistani people calling out the extremists and Taliban who are Muslim themselves. There's people that joined that march in Paris that are Muslim. Not all Muslims are bad. Yes, they have violent tendencies to fight, sorting things out and fighting in Pakistan and things like that, but it doesn't mean that all of them are like that. And especially, since it's kicking off in Africa as well, it's not just, Asian Muslims, it is all types of Muslims at the moment, and all yous that convert to join ISIS and you ain't Muslim, you just like to, kill. Nice. I hope you don't mind saying goodbye to your mummy, because you can fight for them all you want. You're gonna die at the end of it anyway. Now I am so proud to see that so many people have stuck together and have kept themselves open-minded and actually at the same time want to stand up against terrorism. I personally think this is another siege of Hitler. I don't care what anybody thinks. You can write whatever the fuck you want in my comment box. But whoever started this ISIS is just another version of Hitler and needs to be shot. And I personally couldn't care. At the end of the day, I'm moving away from all this. It is not where I want to be. It is not the country I want to live in. I do not want to live in England anymore. It's horrible. I'm sorry, but it's horrible. I can't stand it anymore. There's dog fighting, dogs being stolen, people being hacked up. You can't even walk down the street anymore without feeling unprotected or unsafe. The police won't let you carry weapons, so you can't exactly protect yourself, sorry. You can't fight back because you'll get done for racism or anything like that. So if anybody comes up, if you've got dogs and you're walking and someone comes up to attack you, you can't defend yourself because you get done. No, I don't think so. If you want to carry a weapon to protect yourself, especially when things are going on right now, with people going missing and bodies turning up left, right and centre, I think you should be allowed. But there should be a rule to it, and at the end of the day, this whole ISIS thing is stupid, but I do see where they're coming from. You have got to see from where the Muslims are coming from. The West corrupted them, tried to take over the country, enslaved people. I don't know how the West thinks that after all these centuries that they're going to get away with it, because they're not. Black people were enslaved right up until, I think it was the 60s, 50s, 60s. For God's sake, there is going to be a comeback. But we're not prepared for it. The governments are behind it because they don't seem to want to stop anything that's going on, especially the British government. I don't say all government because not every government in the world is like that. People are actually fighting back. But you've got the British government that ain't doing nothing to prevent anything happening in their own country, but David Cameron would love to go to Paris to show his face, his pretty little ugly face, and act like he's sorting out terrorism, when in a matter of fact there's fuck all he's doing for this country and terrorism, and he's telling us we have to be nice, even though people are being hacked up in our streets and murdered. In London alone, I have seen so many stories of people going missing, deaths, and it is absolutely fucking bad of order. New Zealand has the right thing shut on their borders, and I don't know if they did or what, but well done. Australia, well done. Paris, fucking go on. But this thing of this copper being shot dead, I have found 3 stories that have put leaks in that. And yes, AK-47s, if you shoot someone in the head, will blast your head that way. And there'll be a spread. Now in that video there's not a spread, which I can't believe. You know, some people need to stop believing everything they hear in the media, because sometimes the government do spin off lies to make us hate each other for their own shit. The same with this Ebola thing. There's a thing going around that Ebola comes from the USA and was originated in the USA, and they have a vaccination for it already. Stuff like that, you know, don't always listen to everything in the media. I do believe the Ebola may have come from the USA. You know, they are conniving twats, and they wouldn't care if they killed their own people to get what they want. But the same as British are just as bad. And to be honest, Americans are originally British. We populate America, so technically we are the dumbasses, one of the smallest countries in the world, and you know, we've kind of caused wars upon wars and seem to think we are the victims all the time when we're not. We are the most racist bastards going, and to be honest, our youngsters and our generations for the last 3 sort of generations have just gone downhill, where the wildness, the drinking, the drugs, the violence, you know, people think it's fun to be violent and think it's awesome. You know, fair enough, if you can stand up for yourself, then I don't mind that. But when you're sitting there just smashing on people, torturing people for the fun of it, and then saying it's a religion, I'm not being funny, that's not right. I know the Crusaders went around the world enslaving and killing and trying to put their religion on people. It is not right. People have their own beliefs. Stop putting other beliefs on other people. At the end of the day, I can't say, because half my family are Muslim. The only reason I'm not Muslim, I was born a Christian, but doesn't say I believe in it. I don't. I'm an atheist. I don't care. I'd rather just have a peaceful fucking life and get on with it, like everybody else should. Like, we all should just become a unity and all become together and just get on with life and just like it. But too many men, and by the way, it's mostly fucking men that cause war, yeah, are too fucking greedy, money orientated, want to have power. How about go and chop your nuts off, mate? Because you're all doing my nutting. Females as well are getting more masculine. Like, I can't say much because I'm not exactly butch. They're getting more masculine, more violent, more wanting to fucking become men and be tough. And do you know what? Just be yourselves. In this day and age and world, you're gonna have to be nasty now, because this world's turned upside down on its fucking head. There's politicians bribing, conning, deceiving. The world's always been corrupt. The governments have always been corrupt. I just don't see why people are that gullible to believe all the media and the government spiel for us to fight each other. And like I said about this Hitler, I don't give a shit if he reads this, watches this, or whatever. Calm, man, calm. Why don't you fix your own countries, for fuck's sake, instead of trying to take over the West? Yes, the West may get taken over by Islam. Fucking good on yous, because Muslims are actually one of the healthiest, nicest people I've ever met. And their life is so clean. You know, alright, bacon, a little bit far, saying that you can't eat pigs, something to do with dirty animals and stuff, when actually in fact they're not that bad. But non-alcohol is amazing, because alcohol causes so much crap. If you look at the West and all most of the shit that's happened over in the East when you're on holiday is down to alcohol and drugs. And to be honest, the only thing I don't like about Muslims and stuff and things like that is they don't really care for animals as much. And I can't say that, because some people do, some people don't, but dogfighting over in India and things like that is fucking disgusting, and I don't like it. Prostitution, slaving women, making women feel like shit, fucking selling your daughters for marriage and shit like that, that is just wrong. That, in my eyes, is disgusting. It might have been thousands of years old with views and things like that, but it's the 21st century. You know, sometimes you need to mould into a new world. But I do think that people that are so wild and causing all this uproar by being racist and feeding the media and feeding the government what they want, you're being stupid. And giving these terrorism what they want is being stupid too. But all these that are pretending to be, you're just an asset. And assets are easy to get rid of. All these little girls that want to join the ISSA is because they're being paid to become a jihad braid. yeah, the fighting's fun, the marriage ain't. But hey, I personally don't give a shit. Do what the fuck you want in the world. I ain't wanting to be around to see it. I don't want to be nowhere near. I'd rather find an island and just fuck off out of it. To be honest, I couldn't care if Britain stayed Britain or it was run by Islam. Either way, sort it out. Unity. All are one. Keep it that way.